The Drake Debacle Part 2. Dr. Farzan exposed as link between Kim Porter and Drake. Man, the industry fall down begins. The internet has been going absolutely crazy and wild, digging up, deep diving into Drake's debacle and mess. There have been leaks, burner accounts dropping some quick knowledge for internet sleuths like myself to check out and sink their teeth into. There has been leaked footage and clips of Drake's so-called FOs, as well as photographs with cryptic messages with hints and clues. One photo showed a prescription container with allegedly Drake's real name, Aubrey Graham, and showing the prescriber being Dr. Michael Farzan. There was also an apparent Ozempic pen with Aubrey's information on it. Some people have made the connection, or should I say possible link, of hinting towards a date of 1/22/2023, where Drake had put his Apollo concert on pause after a fan had fallen from the balcony. Now, I don't know exactly what the link is, or we don't really know what the other medication was. But does this doctor look, or does his name sound familiar? Well, look who it is, Los Angeles' own house call doctor. Good Lord, this is the same doctor who has been mentioned in expose clips regarding the rich and famous. Dr. Farzan is also the same doctor who treated Kim Porter when she was said to, have been suffering from pneumonia, as well as the same physician who put Kanye West on medications and set him on a 5150, which was planned with trainer, or should I say handler, at the time, who was actually threatening him in text messages. And he was even exposed as a special agent who studied in mind control and conditioning. Like, are you kidding me? Wake up, everybody. Kim Porter's autopsy was exposed and reviewed by That Surprise Witness, also known as BJ Investigates. Love you, can mean it. And she had done so much work and went into the questionable details of how he treated her with not the typical medications for that scenario, as well as ignored Kim's actual request for Z-Pack. Going back to Kanye, when he was issued into the 5150, TMZ had reported that personal physician Dr. Mike Farzan made the 911 call telling dispatchers that Kanye West was suffering from a temporary, going crazy breakdown due to sleep dehydration. This doctor also made the claim that he attempted to assault a staff member at the gym, which was later to be Harvey Pasnick, trainer handler, the personal trainer. Now, also keep in mind, this guy has still not been given any questioning or negative attention. The media sided with him and did not go into any details, just reporting that Kanye was apparently having a mental breakdown. Ain't that some shit? Now, let's look into this doctor, who he says he is. Michael Farzan, MD, has been a concierge house call doctor for over 10 years. In 2001, Dr. Farzan completed his medical school training and received his physician and surgeon's medical license from Tufts University School of Medicine in Boston, Massachusetts. He completed his residency training in general internal medicine at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center, a UCLA-affiliated hospital, in 2004. Dr. Farzan is board certified in general internal medicine by the American Board of Internal Medicine and an active member of the American College of Physicians, ACP, and the American Academy of Home Care Physicians, AAHCP. As a resident of Los Angeles for over 30 years, Dr. Farzan understands firsthand the unique medical needs for LA residents. That's why he has dedicated his practice to 24/7 care in patients' homes, often within a few hours of making the appointment. It's a very effective option for individuals who would like the convenience of in-home care in the comfort of their own homes. Dr. Farzan has or even been voted best doctor, and has received Patient's Choice Award and Patient's Recognition Award. In his spare time, Michael plays guitar, practices yoga, travels, and enjoys spending time with his wife and 4 children. If you're looking for friendly in-home medical care from an accredited first-rate internist, don't hesitate to call Dr. Faram at House Call Doctor of Los Angeles today.
And the area that I was interested in was how drugs and food affect muscular performance. And
when you say drugs, are that like performance enhancing drugs, or are they
all kinds of drugs?
Right. Okay.
So working for the military, I wasn't governed by the same laws that the typical person was, so I could look at the impact of certain drugs that are not everyday things. So we looked at a drug called modafinil, which was for narcoleptics. So if you give a soldier this drug, how long could they stay awake for without having a health detriment?
Is that used now as one of these brain drugs? I've heard the name before somewhere.
Yeah, so it's very interesting. Modafinil, it will keep you awake, but it's not a stimulant.
Really?
So if a special forces person has to stay awake for 3 nights waiting for the right opportunity to do whatever they have to do, we could give them modafinil and keep them alert. I did research on a drug called acetazolamide.
I don't get any weapons or anything like that.
It's the 911 call made the night Kanye West suffered a mental breakdown.
You're his doctor, sir, is that correct?
Yes, correct.
Kanye's personal physician, Dr. Michael Farzam, called 911 after the singer acted erratically at his trainer's house. Dr. Farzam is a concierge physician who makes house calls in his BMW. He requested police backup.
I'm just calling for my cell phone and request if we can have some police backup, because I don't think the paramedics, I think he definitely is going to need to be hospitalized.
According to reports, the doctor told 911 he needed help for a male with mental illness. To protect Kanye's identity, the doctor identified him as Jim Jones.
So if you can just keep an eye on him, don't let him get any weapons or anything like that. If anything changes, if he does become physically combative between now and when the police and or paramedics get their calls back immediately, 911. Will do. Thank you so much.
A lot of overall general health conditions such as diabetes and high blood pressure, and I've been so impressed with the results that I actually decided to become a participant to see how it would affect my cholesterol and my values.
All the meal plans have actually been surprisingly tasty. My mood's been good. My energy level's actually been a lot more stable. Not craving sugars really, not craving caffeine. It was great. Really happy with the results, and I plan on keeping up with it.
Now let's have a conversation. But you ain't gonna send Harley Pasternak, Puff Daddy, Meek Mills, Kim Kardashian, none of the usual suspects, and get me to stop talking. You're going to have to take my life. I don't care if you Black Mirror me. I don't care if you do some of the alternative, what the thing was, show me talking, saying somebody didn't say. I don't care if you have me fucking a goat on camera. I don't care what you do. You're going to have, And by the way, and if you take my life, there's gonna be some college kid, some young Ye, some young Pac that's gonna even go harder. It's gonna, y'all thought George Floyd was gonna send it up. If you took my life right now, you're gonna see something you never saw. So we might as well have a conversation.